We also have secondary meristems or lateral meristems, and that's doing secondary growth. The secondary growth is the increase in diameter in the trunk, and this is the part that produces wood. So you can see right here with the vascular cambium how it's showing our lateral meristem, and we'll keep adding layers and layers and layers, which allow this growth in diameter.
So what did they call the secondary growth? Now, how they treat the fat? So not to the length again now that they talk, but now waiting they make the bark, the tree and stem fat, standing as secondary growth.
So here is our lateral meristems, and we're gonna focus on this whole area right here, that vascular cambium. That's our layer of growth. And we've got our bark.
So this is not the tree, then they dissect so the outer layer, the two outer layer, down there now the cork and the cambium. The that green part now na the vascular cambium, where you can call the canda, if not like mortal man na the canda. Then the inside again you get the sapwood and the heartwood, where na the xylem. But important for no say the part of the tree where they live now, that green part down there na the vascular cambium, or if you want compare with mortal man now in canda, a mortal man can wear jacket, and the jacket now at the back and the cork within that the outer layer. They get the canda, they get the organ, then where they inside the organ nine at the sapwood and the heart.
Which is going to protect our tree, and we've got our sapwood, which is also known as xylem as long as it's conducting water. So there's xylem and phloem. So let's talk about xylem first. So xylem is the wood of the tree.
You get the xylem and the phloem. The xylem you can try for members xylem they take all the fluid then for go na the sky, that na the sky, and the phloem or the phloem nine they bring the water then from the leaf for come back down again.
Well, what do you mean it's the wood of the tree? I mean, it's the wood of the tree. When we talk about a stem and we talk about the wood in the stem, we're really talking about the xylem for the most part. So it's got four primary functions. It's going to conduct water and dissolved minerals. It's going to support the weight of the tree. It's going to be a storage unit for carbohydrate reserves. And it's also going to provide us defense against the spread of disease. So that's four really awesome functions that xylem does.
The xylem na the inside part of the tree in trunk where still they alive. If it don't die then they call am wood na the board, but if it's still there alive na xylem then they call am. It get four function: for pass water go up, for support the weight of the tree, for store carbohydrates or sugar them, and for defend the tree against disease.
Within the xylem, that's where we're going to be able to see growth rings. And in terms of growth rings, I'll show you a picture in a minute. We're going to have early wood and late wood. And what's nice about that is the growth during the spring is separated from the growth during the summer, and we'll be able to see that difference. And because we can see that difference, we can start to make out annual growth in the growth rings, and we're able to figure out how old the tree is because we can see that growth repeated over and over again each year. On the pictures we saw before, we saw, say, sapwood and heartwood. Sapwood is xylem that's conducting water. Heartwood is the wood that's no longer conducting water or dissolved minerals. So if it's active growing wood, it's xylem. It's sapwood. If it's xylem that is not conducting any wood anymore, that's just called heartwood. We don't really consider it xylem.
So what did they try for say that every year the tree they add one layer of xylem, and down there you can see them as ring. So this now a tectona where they cut middle, then you see all the ring them, and each ring means say now 1 year the tree don't grow.